Fraudsters are now laundering money and hiding their proceeds in real estate, according to the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Mr. 𝗙𝗂𝘂𝗍𝘆. This is not just a random statement. This is a serious warning coming directly from the agency that is responsible for fighting financial crimes in Nigeria. And if you are watching me right now, please like this video and subscribe to this channel, because we are breaking this down in a very simple way so everybody can understand what is really going on. What the EFCC chairman is saying is clear. People who get money through illegal activities are no longer keeping that money in obvious places. They are not just putting it in bank accounts where it can easily be traced. Instead, they are moving that money into real estate. They are buying houses, lands, estates, then shopping complexes, luxury apartments, and sometimes even entire buildings. On the surface, it looks like a normal property investment, but behind the scenes, it is a way to hide where the money truly came from. Now, let us break this down slowly so that everyone can follow. Money laundering simply means taking money that was gotten in a bad way and making it look clean. That is all. It is like someone stains a white cloth and then tries to wash it quickly so that nobody notices the stain. The money is the cloth. The legal source is the stain. Real estate becomes the washing machine. That is the simple explanation. According to the EFCC chairman, the real estate sector in Nigeria is becoming a safe place for people who want to hide money. Why real estate? Because property is strong. Property has value. Property appreciates over time. Because when someone buys land or a house, people rarely ask too many questions, especially when the payment is done through complex company structures or through third parties. Sometimes properties are bought in the name of relatives, friends, or even companies that only exist on paper. And this is where it becomes serious for the country. When illegal money enters the property market, it begins to distort everything. House prices go up, land becomes more expensive. Honest Nigerians who are trying to buy property with clean money struggle because they cannot compete with someone who is just trying to hide funds and is ready to pay any amount without negotiation. So this is not just about crime. It affects the average Nigerian. It affects young people who are saving to buy their first land. It affects families who want to invest in housing. It affects genuine developers who want to build clean businesses. The EFCC chairman also warned property managers and real estate professionals. He made it clear that they must be careful. They must check the source of funds. They must not ignore suspicious transactions. Because if they close their eyes and allow illegal money to pass through their hands, they may also face investigation. This is a strong message to the entire real estate industry. Please like this video and subscribe right now because this conversation is very important. We are talking about the future of our economy. Let us look at another angle. Why is real estate so attractive to people trying to hide money? First, property transactions can involve very large amounts at once. Someone can buy a house worth hundreds of millions in a single deal. So that means a large amount of questionable money can be moved in one transaction. Second, once the property is purchased, it becomes a physical asset. It does not disappear easily. Third, property can later be sold, and the money from that sale now looks clean because it came from a legitimate property transaction. This cycle is what financial crime experts call layering and integration. But let us keep it simple. The money moves from one place to another until it becomes difficult to trace the original source. By the time it returns into the financial system, it looks normal. The EFCC has handled many cases in the past where luxury homes, mansions, and estates were linked to suspicious funds. Some properties were even abandoned. When you see estates that are completed, but nobody lives there, sometimes it raises questions. Of course, not every empty house is connected to crime. But when patterns repeat themselves, investigators start to pay attention. This issue also affects Nigeria's image internationally. Foreign investors watch how countries handle financial crimes. If a country is seen as a place where illegal money can be easily hidden in property, serious investors may hesitate. They may worry about transparency. They may worry about regulation. That is why this statement from the EFCC chairman is important. It shows that the government is aware and is paying attention. Another point we must consider is documentation. Many land transactions in Nigeria still have weak documentation processes. In some areas, land records are not fully digital. This creates gaps. And whenever there are gaps in a system, some people try to exploit those gaps. Strengthening land registration systems can help reduce this problem. Let us also talk about young Nigerians. Many young people are entering real estate as agents, marketer, and developers. This is a growing industry. It creates jobs. It creates wealth. But if the industry becomes known for hiding illegal money, it damages the reputation of everyone working honestly in that space. So the call for transparency is not to punish the industry. It is to protect it. Please, if you are finding this explanation clear, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are keeping everything in good, simple English so everyone can understand. The EFCC chairman's message is also a warning to public officials, because in many financial crime cases around the world, property is often used to store wealth quietly. Instead of keeping large amounts in visible accounts, people convert it into buildings and land. That is why property investigations are becoming more detailed. But here is something important. We must not assume that every rich person or every property owner is involved in wrongdoing. That would be unfair. Nigeria has many successful entrepreneurs, investors, and business owners who worked hard for their wealth. The focus is on those who use the system to hide funds obtained through dishonest means. So what can be done? Stronger monitoring, better cooperation between financial institutions and real estate professionals, clear reporting of suspicious transactions, improved land registry systems, and public awareness. When citizens understand how these schemes work, it becomes harder for them to succeed. Now, let me ask you something. 𝗙𝗂𝘂𝗱𝗏, do you think real estate transactions in Nigeria should require more detailed background checks? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And please like this video and subscribe so you do not miss our updates. This issue also connects to a bigger global conversation. Around the world, governments are tightening laws around property purchases. In some countries, buyers must declare the real owners behind companies. Anonymous purchases are being reduced. Nigeria may also move further in that direction as enforcement increases. At the end of the day, the EFCC chairman is sending one strong message. The days of quietly hiding questionable money inside buildings and estates are being closely watched. The Commission is paying attention, the sector is under observation, and cooperation will be required from all stakeholders. For ordinary Nigerians, the key takeaway is this: transparency protects everyone. When systems are clean, investments are safer. When investments are safer, the economy grows in a healthy way. Keep liking this video and subscribing because this conversation is not finished. There is still more to unpack about how this development could reshape the real estate sector and what it means for upcoming investors and property buyers.